Hey guys, Big Nick here with another Monday Night Raw review. So let's get right into it. The show opened up with Triple H already in the ring, basically to give a promo that Daniel Bryan has no chance in hell of defeating him at WrestleMania and that he's going to end it right there with that victory. But as he gets on his way to saying that, out comes Dave Batista to interrupt. Batista saying how the hell is he doing this? Why he didn't come back for a triple threat. He came back to be WWE World Heavyweight Champion to beat Orton one-on-one. And then out comes the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton, to somewhat agree with Batista. And they both, in their little promos, basically pissed Triple H the hell off. So Triple H, as he was leaving, said this. He's sick and tired of Hollywood stars coming here telling him what to do, and of technically gifted wrestlers can't win not being able to win a match without me holding their hand. So as he said as he was leaving, that at WrestleMania it'll be a guaranteed triple threat match at WrestleMania in the main event for the world title. But it won't be Daniel Bryan, it will be me, Triple H. Triple H said it's a guaranteed triple threat so now the stipulation is, whoever wins, Triple H or Bryan, goes into the main event at WrestleMania 30. That should be fun to see what happens there. So then we get right into the first match of the night, and that was the Usos versus the Real Americans, and the Real Americans beat the tag team champions. I give the match a 3.5. It was an all-around good match. This was a very good, important win for the Real Americans as they've been struggling lately, especially with Swagger and Cesaro's egos mashing each other. And this could possibly lead into a tag team title match at WrestleMania 30. That should be a good one to watch on the stage. Then we had a backstage as before we get to all that, Batista was walking out the arena. Renee Young was trying to get a comment from Batista. Said, I didn't come here for this. Coming back was the worst idea, and I'm leaving. He left. So yeah, then we had the backstage segment with Kane and the Shield. Kane basically asking what happened about this past Friday when Reigns speared the living hell out of Kane, and I don't know if that was going to lead to a face turn at the time, but you'll see later. And also basically telling them that the Authority put us on a mission for tonight. That wouldn't be until later in the show. Then, as Hornswoggle's out spreading the Irish cheer, in comes Mr. Bad News Barrett. Bad News Barrett basically saying that all you people are going to drink the day away and wake up regretting all the things you did the night before. And then Sheamus comes out because Sheamus has a match against Titus O'Neil. Sorry, I had it. Against Titus O'Neil, I gave the match a 2. This is really Titus's first big match against anyone big, really. Non-jobber is what I mean. Sheamus won with the bro kick. Christian was on commentary. Afterwards, Renee was interviewing Sheamus, and Sheamus basically said that he's entering the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He's leaving. Christian attacks him. And then he kill switches him on the floor. Because Christian is also in the Memorial Battle Royal. So yeah, that's that. That is not going to end there. Then we have Cena coming out to respond to the Wyatts. And Cena basically said he's afraid of Bray Wyatt. But he will fight Wyatt at WrestleMania. And then the Wyatts interrupt. Bray's actually dressed has a Cena shirt on and the wristbands. Basically mocking Cena in his evil way. So yeah, that was really that. And then there's the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan in a no disqualification match. I gave the match a 3.5. Bryan won because as Orton grabbed the steel chair, was going to hit Bryan. Batista comes in, spears Orton. Bryan does a drop kicks Batista out of the ring. Bryan picks up the victory. And there's the commentator, as Cole was saying that could be the situation this coming WrestleMania, that Batista could take out Orton. Bryan knocks Batista out of the ring, and Bryan gets the WWE World Heavyweight title. And then afterwards, the match, Batista bombed Orton because early in the show, Orton RKO'd Batista. Okay, that's that. Then Heyman comes out to deliver a message to The Undertaker. Basically saying that at WrestleMania, Lesnar's going to conquer the streak. To do the one thing that no one has done, because Lesnar has defeated some of the men that Taker has wrestled at WrestleMania. He's attacked beating the living hell out of Henry, beating Show, attacked Michaels, beating Triple H, beating Punk. And I noticed I did not see CM Punk in the little video package they showed. So yeah, and also it was announced that Taker tonight, live on Main Event, Taker will be on Main Event on the WWE Network. His first ever appearance on Main Event. So yeah, then we get there's a segment backstage with Triple H and Stephanie. How Stephanie's saying, "What are you doing? You're gonna talk to Bryan man to man." Triple H said he's handled this. He's gonna do it his way. And then as Stephanie's leaving, she tells him, "You better handle this," and just slams the door as she's leaving. So yep. Then we have Fandango versus Goldust. I get the match at 2. It was a little entertaining because Goldust was the whole time mocking Fandango. And in the match, Fandango botched the suplex, and Goldust kind of had a cut right here on his eye. Or this side. Yeah, this side of his eye. And you can see after he won the match, he was very pissed off. I think it was either because he had a cut on his eye or because of the botch. So yeah. Then Kane comes out, the Shield. Well, actually, not yet. Kane comes out to basically say what happened with Occupy Raw last week, and that one man had the pull to get all the people in the ring, and that was Mr. Jerry the King Lawler. So he told Lawler to get in the ring. Lawler didn't at first, and then the Shield comes out to force Lawler in the ring, and basically Kane sicked the Shield on Lawler, but they didn't. As Rollins said, the Shield always does what's best for business. They turned around and beat the living hell out of Kane. They triple powerbombed him. So as I said, basically a face turn. Because earlier in the night, the Shield said Kane was calling them a liability. So either the authority's going to either use the Wyatt families after WrestleMania, or maybe bring someone up from NXT, bring a few guys up from NXT to kind of deal with the Shield, as the authorities' new lapdogs. So yeah. Also, another Hall of Famer was announced. As of last week, they announced on SmackDown that it was Carlos Colon. Everyone knows him as the father of Carlito, Primo, and basically the uncle of Epico. And the newest one yesterday, if you didn't notice, was announced everywhere on TMZ. That is Mr. T, the man who was involved in the first 2 WrestleManias. Basically, that what had the transition from WWE from just wrestling into the sports entertainment business. That and Hulk Hogan. So yeah, Mr. T, Hall of Famer. This Hall of Fame class is good so far. The Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake Roberts, Paul Bearer, Lita, Carlos Colon, and Mr. T. Still a couple weeks left, so we might see 2 more or just 1 more. Next, we have AJ and Tamina versus the Funkadactyls. This is Naomi's return after she was kneed in the eye by Oksana about a month ago that broke her orbital socket. So she wore an eye patch during the match. They won, of course, the Funkadactyls. I give that match a 1. Commentary was the Bella Twins. So yeah, I gave that match a 1, and then afterwards, Tamina and AJ had a little breaking down. Basically, WWE at that moment was copying what TNA had done with Lady Tapa and Gail Kim, minus the physical fight they had. AJ Lee and Tamina just stared each other down. So that's possibly Tamina's being led up to a Divas title match either at WrestleMania or in the coming future. Then we have a 8-man tag with Big Show, Mark Henry, the Intercontinental Champion Big E, and Dolph Ziggler versus Damien Sandow, Del Rio, and Ryback. Curtis Axel and Ryback. Show, Ziggler, Big E, and Henry won. I get the match 2 because of the guys who were in it. Big Show chokeslam Damien Sandow. That's how the match ended, and that was really it for that. If I remember correctly, they said that all those 8 men are in the Memorial Battle Royal with guys like Sheamus, Christian, and a few others. So this Battle Royal, they're basically building it up this year to be a very big thing, because look at the guys they're putting in it. The veterans of Henry, Show, the young guys of Ziggler, Del Rio, Sandow. So yeah, it should be something to watch with all those guys in it. They're basically not put But so far, none of them are jobbers they're putting in, except maybe Sandal lately. So yeah, that should be fun to see how that turns out, who actually would win that. And then we have Bray Wyatt versus Kofi Kingston. I gave it a 1 because Wyatt just beat the living hell out of Kofi. So yeah. And then we have the ending segment of Triple H calling out Daniel Bryan to talk to him man to man. As he was talking to man, he said, "You earned my respect." And as he's leaving, out comes his wife Stephanie with police officers to arrest Daniel Bryan for what he did last week on Raw. So that happens. But Triple H forces the guys out of the ring, and as he's saying this, hell, you guys aren't... He basically said, hey, you guys aren't even cops. Which was planned after all. Bryan is handcuffed, and then Triple H beats the living hell out of him. He's apparently hit him in the head with the steel chair, which is technically illegal in WWE now. He threw him all over ringside, threw him over the announce table, punched the head, beat the crap out of him, punching his head a lot, and then basically he pedigreed Bryan in the middle of the ring, saying that everything there is ours, him and Stephanie's. So yeah, Ronda with that, and apparently Daniel Bryan was taking in an ambulance out of the arena. So apparently he got all the living hell beat out of him, so he had to be taken out of the arena in an ambulance. So yes, that was it. That was Raw. I gave this show entirely, I gave it a 3 because it was a pretty good show. A couple good matches. The ending segment. So yeah, that was it. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. So goodbye.